Welcome. We're back with another one, people. Welcome to the Street Talk. Wait, let's see. It started now. All right, let's boom. Welcome to the Street Entrepreneurs, people. Like how we like to start it off. You woke up today, you're blessed. Let's jump into it though. But welcome to the Streets Entrepreneurs, where we talk about money, business, wealth, financial literacy, and a plethora of things pertaining to the culture. We're going to show you how to get that back. If you see me looking over here, that's because we are on TikTok Live. But I wanted to do this also for Facebook because Facebook deals a lot with my community. And one thing I'm very profound on is the fact of if you are not changing, then you can't change the situations at all. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking for better in my community, then or myself, then I have to do something different. And it's not just for me because a lot of people are really selfish. Understand that. It's not just about me. It's about helping other people. So let's start off today. I want to ask a question really, and I want to ask people a real serious question. I want you to think about it. Ask yourself, what do you want out of life? Honestly, ask yourself, what do you want from this one time and one shot that you have on earth? What do you like? I'm asking and saying that because people, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like we are stuck. And I don't know. I know that a lot of people are probably feeling it, but you're getting my drift, especially when you're like I'm just tired of the regular bull crap or the everyday thing. So just want you to ask yourself that. So let's get into it. I wanted to talk about taxes, business, and credit all in one and make it easy. And the reason is I want to start doing and talking about ideas once I start getting them in my head and especially getting around my peers. I just left from a meeting just now with a brother and very good meeting. In my way walking there, I ran into Janan. Shout out the brother. And he asked me, like, yo, bro, forget credit. How do I do taxes on my business? And I was telling him, the basis of it to do taxes, let's start off, right? The basis of doing taxes, even if you don't make money and things in that manner, is to understand the purpose of taxes. The whole purpose of an LLC and taxes is to get your business into a system to where it can get funding. So if you don't claim taxes, how do these banks know that you are profitable to even loan you some money? Even if you don't make money. Why? Because they know that most businesses don't start out making money. The average business does not start making a profit, technically, by school business within the first 5 years. I hope my mic is working. Facebook, we gotta fix that to where we need to be able to see the like how you can see if the sound and everything is working. But the whole purpose is, like I said, is to understand in business, you have to get into the banking system. The banking system deals with taxes. Simple as it go. It tells you that a business is not profitable by anybody that's researching business. That does not mean don't claim taxes on it. A lot of us have to claim and owe taxes because we got what you call sales exempt, meaning that you can collect a tax and charge a tax for whatever you're selling. That's the reason a lot of us might owe money on our LLCs. But for an example, tax time is coming up. So if you are a single member LLC, they call that a disregarded entity, meaning that it's a pass through tax thing. I don't know how to explain the last word, but it's a pass through tax situation when your business is a single member LLC, meaning you put in your business expenses, profit, or whatever that happened through your personal taxes. So when you go and claim taxes this couple weeks or days and months, tell them that you're self-employed and whether you made a profit or did not make a profit and how much you have been spending. Yes. How much have you spent within your whole life or within the time frame of your business being open trying to start this business or living your life? This is another thing. When you hear this stuff with these people over here, right? They tell you, but they don't make it seem realistic. So let's make it realistic. As a business, right? It's all about paper trail. And yes, it is true that your whole life is a business once you are, let's say, legitimate or legally structured, meaning rent. That is a tax write-off. I mean, all your rent money. Clothes. Why you have to, it's called a business expense. You have to close yourself. Transportation, any type of issues that you have to fix from your car, etc. All of that is a tax write-off as a single member business. So what I'm getting at is that every bill or expense that you have from getting printer paper, supplies, paying for Wi-Fi, all of that is how you build up business credit and a rapport with the banking system. There you go. Yes, all that stuff you're hearing is just not being explained to us properly. You just need a paper trail. So basically, when you go shopping and it's expensive, this is a promotional clothes or something in that manner for a business expense because I have to do a video or content. If you think I'm lying, listen, go and talk to some of the best CPAs and accountants in the world. But the easiest thing to do, and like I said, is also to build business credit. For an example, get you a business phone like Verizon, Spectrum. Get you a business service and link your business to it. That helps you build business credit. But as you see, for you using that Wi-Fi is now a tax write-off. You get me? So a lot of us don't even know where to start. So if you're in New York State, a lot of us have been like, let's say, we have what you call Business Express, which is a site online that you could go and use to file your LLCs and control your paperwork in New York State. That's where you would need to go to access how to, let's say, online file your taxes for your LLCs and business. They have a whole, let's say, web application or interface online to where that's where you go file. Even if you didn't make no money this year, just file your LLC. File them. That's it. Get me? You go on these sites or you ask AI, what's the form that I have to use? And then you just fill a form out. Let them know you didn't make no money or how much money have you spent within the year or two running this LLC. That is called a business expense. Yes, a business expense. You driving your car is a business expense. You using your phone, a business expense. Buying clothes and other food items, yes, is a business expense. You can't write it all off. You have to now what they call um itemized. So you could go online and it'll tell you how much or what percentage of what you can, let's say, use from this amount. So you could do a rough number, like say you spent 30,000 this month, I mean this year, running your business, trying to get it up and running. Now you just break that 30,000 into your tax write-offs. Ah, Lord. Let's get this fixed. That's what you do. And if you think I'm lying, I ask a lot of people that I don't help with business stuff. You cannot get no funding without no tax records. So go file them LLCs. And if you're a single member and you did not make money, still go file your LLCs this year now. Get that business in the system this year because I don't know what's coming next. They're changing the system. I don't know why Facebook is always trying to block me. And we in the house on a laptop too, Facebook. So file them LLCs this year. Now, second, credit. People, take credit. I don't care if you're not listening to me. Take credit serious. As you see, the economy is going to bullcrap, straight bullcrap. The best way to beat this system is to learn how to go to these banks, which is the only place that prints money, and go get some money. That means that you could use a fake score, work it, fix it to go access some money and start the system in a game all over again. I'm gonna show and do a video because I'm gonna talk about that. A lot of these credit builder programs that people are telling you to go use and stuff are not good at all. Why? Because the banks can see that these are credit builder accounts. Are you getting me? So when you go on a my FICO or you see your FICO score or your Vantage score when it's broken down in these, let's say, your reports are online, right? It tells you how the banks want to see things on your scores. So when it's a banking score, I think that's FICO 8. They don't use secured cards from them in that type of tracking. So for you to increase your FICO advantage, they don't pull small accounts from these secondary credit builders. I had to show a brother this today. For an example, Chime is terrible, terrible. Kickoff is garbage also unless you have the highest paying program on there. And I think that's like $100 or $50 a month on Kickoff. The best way to go about building credit right now is using, if you don't have no money, is to start using little programs like that, but better programs that give you what they call a primary trade line. Then, if not, get a secure car or a pledge loan from your banks. But you're going to need a couple dollars for that. If not, start with programs like Capital One, Credit One, Discovery One, in that manner. If you get a secure card with, let's say, Capital One and them, that'll be even better because they know that these are major credit companies. Sorry if it's glitching on Facebook. They know that these are major credit companies. So stop using Kickoff unless you got the highest paid program. Self is the same way too. If you're not using Self and have gotten a credit card also, then it's not really good for you to even use Self. What's another one that's not really good? I'm gonna show you because what I did was I took the NACA program, and what happens is they have to do a background check. So I had a couple of those on there, and she was telling me that those are not good to have on your credit report because it doesn't really tell these people that you are worthy of any money to get a mortgage or anything in that manner, especially if you're trying to get big money. So, and I'm also noticing a lot of these payday loan companies or places like Klarna and things like that are starting to zap people credit reports. So be mindful of all of that. Um, what's they doing online with the Klarna thing, and people are overdrafting the credit from their karma and all that. Be mindful because they are hitting people credit reports now. I posted a picture about school loans. School loan garnishments are on pause. School loan garnishments are on pause. TikTok, hit that screen for me. Let me know if you can hear me and everything sounds good. So take it from the top. As an LLC, when you go to, let's say, for an example, you go to file your single member LLC, they don't ask you to bring in all of your business receipts. Your business receipts are for auditing purposes only. So, like I said, you do a rough estimate or you sit your butt down, calculate it, and then you put it in and tell them when you go file your personal taxes. You get me now? Now that's when you start to understand the tax game. And yes, this is where you get into all of the sayings about no doc loans and things in that manner. The reason you can't get it for a lot of people that be saying that this is a scam, that no doc stuff that they be talking about, not me, is because you don't understand the system. I was around multiple people that had 800 credit scores. There's mad people on the internet now that be like, I got 800 credit score and ain't doing nothing with it. Nothing. They ain't got a house, ain't got a G wagon, ain't got 8 black cards. Is so what I'm getting at is there's no point to have just a good score if you're not using it. You know what I'm saying? So credit is definitely a must right now for a lot of parents also, especially if you're trying to get a new crib. They want a background check, credit scores. You want a new car. Everything comes with credit. I'm especially talking about it because I am an adult and a single parent now. And it's rough, especially this day and age, because ain't no more Bob the Builders stuff out there. So if you miss a bill, you missing a meal and you homeless. So also, let's break. I'm gonna do a video for this for also any of my peers or yes, peers that's coming home from prison. Credit. That would be the best way to get right. Especially why? Because most people that come home from prison gotta have a job. So the best way to work that system and get up in a couple months and really hit a lick, I'm talking about triple digits. All right, so like how I broke it down to the brother, right? A lot of us can't go to one bank and go get $100,000, right? But how many of us live in an area, most states, that have 4 to 5 different banks? On top of these 4 to 5 different banks, you have 4 to 5 different credit cards. Then you have 4 to 5 different what they call fintech loaners, loan apps, and things in that manner, like OneMain, SoFi, etc. So what I learned, especially shout out Atlanta, is that you can go individually, right? Find out which one of these companies and which place they pull from, whether it's Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, right? And then individually start, let's say, requesting credit from each one of these, and that will only be hard inquiry on each one of these accounts and these reports. Plus, you done hit 3 different companies through 3 different agencies. So, for an example, I will go get a bank or a car with Discovery that pulls with TransUnion. I will go open up and get a car with Capital One that deals with Experian, and I'll go to PenFed because they deal with Equifax. Now, if I can't go to one place to get 100,000, I could go to these 3 different places and probably go get 5,000 or 10,000 and 20,000. That's how the system is for, let's say, a lot of us that's understanding the credit game and the business credit game. We don't qualify in the beginning, let's say, for that much money. But I know that now we could go to 2 apps and get 10,000, 2 different banks and get 10,000, and then another bank to get 10,000, or app or program. That's 40,000 right there. With 40,000, a lot of people ain't touched 40,000 in their life. You don't even get 40,000 working the job because taxes. So that's what they're telling you, and that's what is going on when they're telling you things. And people are we always want to just downplay us when we in business and teaching us money. No, we got to stop doing that. Black people make things simple and easy to understand. We just don't go apply it. We want to undercut the undercutting, and then that's why you in a PPP issue. I need y'all to hit that screen for me over there. Hit that screen for me. My big bro been on here. Hit that screen. If you're not a robot, tap the screen. There you go. Just tap the screen a little bit. But that's the whole point of credit. Put it like this, right? What if a person told you, I could tell you a way to get rich, easy. If he told you like, all right, bam, can I show you how to get rich in 6 months or something, right? Would you listen to him? Exactly, you would. Why won't you listen to me? You have to understand that. It's now we got to really get into it's not the jeweler, it's the jewel, especially in this day right now. You got AI, misinformation, you got robots, you got gurus and specialists that only been in school for about 2 months. But that's the simplicity of taxes. Now, why is we talking about that? I was talking to a brother, and I've been dealing with a lot of death recently, right? And I was telling a brother, if you got a whole bunch of cash, who gonna go and know where the cash at? What if it rained? What if somebody you got creeps? They go and book it before anybody that you know serious or things. Or what are you at a stage or age in life where you don't got nobody to call? What happens and what I mean is that when you have at least 100 to 200,000 dollars in a bank, somebody could go and access that money still. That money is insured, or you could put it into like a trust fund and things in that manner, or real estate to where now you could pass that on to somebody, or it'll help pay for your casket. Let's take that from the top. Maybe it'll help pay for your casket. A lot of us don't understand what that feeling is like until you in that situation. And trust me, you don't want to be the family member trying to figure it out with a whole bunch of fake other family members around at that time of, let's say, sadness. So now what we said, we got business, taxes, and credit. Another thing we have to really focus on and really get back into is business, people. Business, business, business. Support your friend business, support anybody business that's from your area and community. Because if we don't learn business and we still think that our lives are being run by these jobs, and these jobs are looking for 100% ways to eliminate the annoyance of human beings. Let's take that from the top. These companies are looking for a way to eliminate human trial and error. On top of that, look at the situation that's going on in the world. Gold tripled in money, silver tripled, copper tripled. They have a warning on bankruptcy for water. Yes, water. Our water in the world is running low. And I knew you're probably like, that sounds crazy because we have the ocean. You can't drink ocean water. So you get what I'm getting at? In the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to have a water issue. Now you see why I've been talking about trust funds, credit, land, and things in that manner. Yes, it's time for us to get together and understand we need all this information right now. Like for me, right? I got a $1 credit group, right? $1. What it does is that's to get people that serious, and then what we do is we do a whole real sweep analysis and help with people. Basically, how to get your real reports. What did this information even mean? Like I helped a lady to shout out my sister Lanaya. I helped her out the other day, right? And she like, yo, bro, these are some packets they done sent me. And I've been telling people that you need that. That's what you need. All of your real data to understand what these companies have on you. If you have misspelling of your names on your credit report, that's illegal. That's why this is up here. See this? You tired of debt collectors? Text me, email me, go to the WAP link or the link. The link. I don't know. I think they said they blocking people now for saying that in the purple app. Whatever the case may be. I just said it. Sorry. The link in my bio. I have a $1 group, credit repair group. This is not to initially pay for it. This is to get people that's serious. In the group, you can join for free. And in that free group, you have access to a lot of information, and we conglomerated everything and not just about credit. How to do repossessions, how to sue these companies, how to we put in the unclaimed funds in there because what we're going to start doing with that is outsourcing it. Start within our community and group. It might be people that have unclaimed funds or family that have it, and it's only a free search that people don't want to do. The same thing with credit repair. I can tell you how to fix your credit right here in three steps, and 8 million people will not do it. So step one, go to annualcreditreport.com. Go get all 3 copies of your real free credit reports. If not, the credit bureaus, which are agencies, have to give you a free copy of your report once a year. A free copy once a year. So you go to annualcreditreport.com, or you get the link in my bio, or you could go and request one from each credit bureau, right? After that, you're going to see that a lot of this information on this report does not match. That's the first sign that that boy told me what he's talking about. From there, take your time, highlight what doesn't match. Let's say the dates, the payment history, and things in that manner, right? Highlight it. Sit down and highlight it. Take a screenshot of it, right? If you need help, send me over, like I said, for $1 and we'll get you right. Then from there, that showed you that bam, these companies have what they all right. So bam, this is what these companies need. 3 things. They need to be accurate, verified, and complete. So bam, let's take it from the top. The credit bureaus, the real credit bureaus or credit agencies, they have to. Yeah, how is she laughing? They have to be accurate, complete, and verified. That's it. 3 things that has to be they have to do when it comes to anything on your credit report. Is this information complete or incomplete? Is this information verified or unverifiable? Is this information accurate? accurate. So that's it, right? Now from there, you're gonna go to the CFPB and set you up an account. You're gonna write, let's say you're gonna go get a template from my website, the links or anybody on here, you're gonna throw it into AI and tell it to write you the best consumer law letter for these issues. From there, you're gonna now print that out or write it by hand. Write it by hand is my best thing. Write the letter by hand, right? Write all the letters by hand. Send it out certified. Wait a couple days. Start to see things fall off. In the midst of that, go and start building some credit. So you heard, don't use them credit builders. I said, go find you another way to build credit. Go be an authorized user on somebody' credit card or something in that manner. Or they have good primary credit builder accounts, but what it does is they give you a trade line that is a primary account versus a secure builder account. They just switch up the words a little bit. We go to my link in bio, we have a good company, or we use the link in my bio and we got rent reporters. Rent reporters is a good one. Why I say that? Because you can backdate it, and most average people are already paying rent. Most people ain't getting nothing from using a rent. So if you pay rent, you might as well use that program. I think if you use a link in bio, they have a trial, but I think rent reporters start around $10 to $20 a month. That's it. $10 to $20 a month to backdate your credit 5 years, up to 5 years almost, is that's a lick. That's what I help a lot of my clients use to get their credit up. Another thing, if you got money, go buy you a trade line. I got trade lines for sale legally. Not none of that scam stuff. I ain't got time to be trying to go to jail. So legally, we have trade lines for sale. It takes about 30 days for the trade lines to get on there, but the trade lines run from about $5,000 to 10,000 in bigger amounts. But trade lines is another way to boost your score because, as you see, it says the word trade lines. But they run for a little bit of money because people are letting you access their age credit history. So if they've been making good payment history, you get that also. So now that you're doing that within the midst of fixing your credit, you just wait a couple of weeks, apply for one of those good companies, a secure card or a credit card, or go to the bank and get a pledge loan or get a secure card through your bank. Or if you feel worthy, go get you a mortgage. Don't go get a single family, multi-unit. Always go and get a multi-unit. Why? Because they have to put the rent from the other apartment in your debt to ratio. School loans, don't even worry about school loans right now. If you have, let's say, inaccurate data or multiple accounts that's hitting, that's how you take care of school loans. Get the data on the school loans fixed, the payment history, things in that manner. That's what you worry about. Why they saying that before these accounts go into deferment, they have what you have called age history and payment history, and it's a large amount. They also base a lot of things on how much, let's say, you have borrowed. Most school loans over 10, 20, 30, 40,000. That's good to have on your report and show that you was at least accessed it and made some type of payments. But fix it. I have a link in up there too to where you could go and get free research on how to fix your school loans. We have massive free stuff. Everything else that's not free, you have to pay for. Simple. But we have a lot of things in there for the what is it? The PSLF form. That is free. That's not ours. We're gonna let's say this too. This is not legal advice or financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. We have to say that because they'll be done blocked you or sued you for them. I don't know. But you go into our group. Like I said, we have a dollar credit repair group, and it's not even just based on credit repair, it's based on everything that pertains to business, entrepreneurship, and wealth. So you go in there, you can join and find out a lot of free information about school loans, like how to clear your school loans. We have a packet of about 25 pages of bad school loans in schools. So if you had an issue with schools, racism, uh, prejudice, and things in that manner, and if you are part of a different community or sexuality, and your school was harassing you or you was making complaints and they never did nothing, that's probably part, well, I forgot what it's called. It's something in the school curriculum, or not curriculum, ethics when you go to college. It's something with their ethics for doing and being in school. So if you went through issues like that, reported it, never got fixed, and you had to, let's say, leave school, or it made you emotionally messed up, that's why you couldn't finish. So that's why you couldn't pay your school loans or had to drop out. You get my drift? We have researched that for people and put it into a packet to where now you can go and find out if this is the school I went to. Oh yeah, y'all under investigation. Let me see if y'all did something wrong with my data. Another thing you have to understand is too, we are not basing things off of what you're seeing off the internet. We're going off of actual consumer law. Consumer law, when it comes to school loans or anything that deals with a contract, something that deals with your social security number or credit, has to has to abide by the law system. So when I help with a lot of people with school loans, one issue that we face since this new administration is we could not access none of the data. So people couldn't even call or contact to even get none of their school loan paperwork and documents. That is 100% illegal. Get my drift? So there goes some more juice and drool. I said drool. Jewels we could drop for you today. So business people, we got to get back into business. Y'all don't see what that boy Casey not doing? He just took the whole Virgil game plan. And that's especially after he done seen that things were not about to go right after that streamer awards. So shout out Casey not, because he's about to be blackballed by me. Especially after he still went to Target and we was protesting boycotting Target, and he went to Target still. So, but shout out Case enough for finally realizing that that system is not for us. Go get your money and get away. Because there's no way. Nah, I ain't want to talk about it. It was no way in hell they tried to do that boy like that on that Streamer Award show and call that boy something really pertaining to Diddy. Out of all the people they could have like compared the brother to, that was crazy. Crazy. Another thing I ain't liking, how they changing my girl Glorilla. Somebody need to call Glorilla and send her ass back to Memphis. I'm being so serious. Yes, I'm gonna be one of them funny founders. Yes, we're gonna be serious. First, stop whatever they trying to do to your face, baby. Don't let them do it. If you gotta go back to the crooked teeth, go back to the crooked teeth. You see what they did to my brother? Tenderism. Don't go out like that. We not doing that 2026, people. If you want something good to go watch on these platforms and keep the I ain't about to go to the Illuminati and play house. What is it? Fish and grits or grits? I forgot. Dion. I always say his podcast wrong. Deontay Cal. Watch his podcast. If you want something to keep you up to date as a person of the urban community, to make you know that all right, I'm not about to go down that rabbit hole with the baby oil. Go watch my son the Fish, Egg, Grits and Eggs podcast. I swear to God, I've been saying that boy podcast wrong since I've been watching it. But you see why he booming. But I need y'all to hit that screen for me. Hit that screen for me, TikTok. So yes, let's bring this down a little bit. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Boom. I don't know. We're gonna move it around a little bit. I don't know if they can do that. I need y'all to hit that screen for me. Hit that like button. So, and I noticed that they want you on here talking about certain stuff. Like I said something about ice, and they then my whole phone algorithm Wi-Fi been acting funny. And people, we are on Twitch and YouTube. Go and check out the videos. Join the community. Join our credit repair community. Just being honest. I'm not on live all the time because there's no way in hell I could be on live all day researching people credit reports, putting the laws together, figuring out how to do inquiries, personal information letters, contacting them, and then getting them mailed out. There's no way in hell. I don't know how y'all is being bamboozled by a person on live. And then I don't never see like they must be sending cert mail online. But that's neither here nor there. This is for TikTok though, because I be confused. But we ain't gonna keep this very long. We're gonna get back on here a little bit later, get some stuff, and I gotta charge up this phone. I'm also wanted to see how this would look and do with Facebook. And I think I put it at 825 and I started at 725. But hey, I'm gonna be honest. Most people, let's not say most people, a lot. Another reason I do a lot this too is because to inspire people that want to and don't, or feel scared or don't get the support. Why? Because if we was on here TikTok dancing, acting ratchet and stupid, this should have a million views to be massively reshared. Us up here half naked or effeminized, they would love it. We have to start and change that. We have a whole bunch of people struggling, homelessness, addiction, suicide, young, youthful people dying from diseases and stuff that we ain't never noticed in my age of growing up watching so many people young die. So my thing is, I was telling people this during COVID, live. It's not just about what I'm doing. It's about doing what you want to do in life because tomorrow is not promised. And if you die tomorrow, how would they talk about you from yesterday? Stay tuned for more from the street entrepreneurs. And if you woke up this morning, you blessed.